Now moving to Russia, especially to the city of Moscow. And I'm very pleased to welcome Evgeny Kozlov, who is the Vice Department Director of the Mayoral Office and Moscow government. Together with Maria Stashenko, she will also show up, who directs the Design Thinking Center in Moscow. He's redesigning the whole city of Moscow towards a city as a service. Actually, when I talked about that city as a service with Christian Bazin some weeks ago, he immediately took a note. He never had heard that. I had never heard that. And it was so convincing to me at this first discussion or conversation we had a few weeks ago. And a big thank you also to Maria Stashenko to make the contact to Evgeny. And now, please welcome Evgeny Kozlov with his talk, Moscow City as a Service, and Maria Stashenko as well.
Hello, it's nice to see you. Thank you for being the part of this event. It is my pleasure to introduce you with maybe the examples of your wish list we are making here in Russia. I have my slides, my presentation. If you mind, I will start sharing it. Just a moment, I will do that. So, okay, thank you so much. So let me introduce my city firstly. So you know that Moscow is the largest city in Europe by the population, by the metropolitan area. And you can see it's more than 12 million people. And also, Moscow is a large management complex comprising over 10 levels of governance. And we have more than 850,000 people of our city payroll, like teachers, like doctors, like bureaucrats, as me, as I am. So with such a sophisticated management system, it is really easy to forget about those to whom it is really meant to serve. So what we are doing. This is why in 2010, the new mayor of Moscow set a goal to build a human-centric city that prioritizes the interests of its citizens. And the idea is simple, you see, is to move from bureaucratic management on the left to a city for people based on the city as a service model. We strive to see the city through the citizens' eyes, both in terms of the physical city environment and digital services, while continuously making improvements and based on people's needs. So you can see on the slide the results of perception, the final outcome or income maybe of our efforts. And Moscow has already achieved, we really think, and we're proud of this tremendous progress in making the city environment and digital services as seamless and convenient for its citizens as possible. And this was enabled through our human-centric approach and the tools we use. On the left, it is the physical city environment and the satisfaction points and the development of our digital ecosystem. We do it in all times simultaneously, transforming the physical city and the digital ecosystem, building digital ecosystem. So when we think about the city, we now really want to be close and to the people and to improve our touch with the people. And we consider that different life situation happening to our citizens throughout their lives, from birth and to old age. And of course, with the point of death, it's maybe upset situation, but we also should be here closer to our citizens in that situation. And to identify city residents' needs at every stage of their life. We try to see the city not through our bureaucratic eyes as we manage the city, but from the eyes of Moscovites. And we know it's maybe now our know-how for the method. We follow a human-centric approach 24/7 by identifying on what people spend their time during the day and trying to improve their quality time while minimizing lost time. And we think that the main reason and the main thing we should think is just about the stress of living in the city. And all our effort as the city management should be focused on to reduce the level of city stress in whole and every part. So, knowing how people spend their time is the key to understanding how we can benefit people the most. And this is how we strive to improve customers' experience in different life situations. So the examples are here on the slide. We analyze the existing customer journeys and optimize them by, firstly, reducing the number of steps and fewer touch points, for example, through automation, clearly explaining the sequences of steps, then integrating all touch points into a single interface, afterwards improving customer experience, better service quality at each touch point, then finally introducing customization to automatically adopt the journey to a particular person. That is also necessary. Then we have built a service development process based on design thinking principles. Throughout the process, we stay in touch with city residents to search for ideas, verify hypotheses, and test function. You can see the example of this process we made recently by trying to understand the unmet people needs and to understand what we are doing wrong during our providing services. Then, when we design, we understand that once the principal development stage is complete, we keep fine-tuning the services even after its launch. We iteratively implement service improvements based on the feedback from citizens while engaging them in decision-making. And we have these digital instruments, their brands are mentioned here, to have this feedback in every convenient way our Moscovites want to leave their feedback in order to improve our services in digital sphere and maybe in physical sphere also. That the key points I'd like to mention in 8 minutes. Maybe Maria may add some more words about her Center for Design Thinking in Moscow. So I'm finishing my presentation and giving this SharePoint to Maria.
Thank you very much, Evgeny. It was very interesting and engaging to get to know the fresh numbers from Moscow. Actually, because Moscow is really fast changing and the numbers are fast changing and the satisfaction indexes are growing. I just want to get to know everyone who is participating in this section and would like to get to know to all of you that we are working as Design Thinking Center as a place where all the human-centric innovations happen. And we try to gather people and projects around us and around our great space. Talking about the city innovations, we help variety departments and people coming to us and get to know the design thinking and human-centered methodologies through certification programs and user experience academies. We also do innovation accelerators and design sprints. And now talking about the Moscow innovative pace, it's really, really fast, not only in digital, but also in physical space. So a lot of people and people in departments do really know design thinking and operate thesaurus and vocabulary and words of human-centric approach. We gather international experts around design thinking and will be really greatly appreciate your attention. I would like to invite you to join our community at the page and LinkedIn of Design Thinking Center Moscow and stay connected. We share the news and we also call all of you who have some experience, not only in city management, but also in creating human-centric spaces and products and innovations across industries to join us in our movement. We were really happy to join this event. Thank you for inviting us and Evgeny to Global Design Thinking Conference. I think Evgeny will be happy to answer your questions now about the numbers and about the innovative pace of Moscow. How do we develop? Thank you.